Welcome to the garden. We're going to do a July 30th, 2017 garden update, so come on along. So real quick, I thought I would give you an update. I think my last one was right around July 10th on the front veggie garden. Just kind of give you a run through real quick. Once again, the asparagus is kind of doing what asparagus does this time of year. It makes ferns, some of it creates seed, and it just grows. Kind of gets in the way, but it grows. The strawberries are growing, they're flowering, they're sending out runners, and weeds are growing with them, and so we're constantly pulling flowers and weeding it out and keeping it wet. That's what we're supposed to do this time of year. My new strawberries for this year, they just look phenomenal, just like baby strawberries usually do. They're doing well. Sugar snap peas are overtaking us. We took a couple days away from the farm, and they grew and grew and grew, and so I'm guessing that I'm just going to eat a few of the young ones, and the rest will probably end up going into the seed bank, and I'll plant those in another 3 weeks or so for fall peas. We'll walk on down this way. The cabbage in the little tunnel, I need to make sure that if I use this mesh tunnel again, fewer plants. I think fewer plants. I think that it's not getting enough sunlight now. There's a lot of shade in there. They're growing good. They're good and healthy, but fewer plants. You can see right over here I've got a second planting of cabbage. I will plant this week my third planting of cabbage. My first planting of cucumbers. We've been eating cucumbers for a few days now, and they're growing well. They're getting trained on the trellis, and down in this area is the second planting, and they're just starting to climb right now. Take you up and over. These right here are my limba broccolis, and broccoli is growing well. These are hybrid, a super broccoli. We've been eating broccoli. Had a broccoli salad tonight, and we like broccoli. The cauliflower is doing well. It's kind of blanching itself right now, and so we will see. This is the time of year where weeds take over. If you don't pay attention to it, weeds take over. So this entire row right here were all my greens. Up to, I got a zucchini at this end. Those are going to get pulled out this week, and they'll go to the chickens, and we will start cleaning up all those greens and probably put up a little trellis and start some fall peas in there. And then probably start some new asparagus here, or not asparagus, but spinach in there a couple weeks. Move on down this line. Horseradish looks big. Once in a while you catch a whiff of it. My little tiny potato patch right here is starting to dry up a little bit. I haven't really seen any beetle damage per se. Got some weeds that just kind of get massed in there. I struggle with a little bit of color blindness, so a lot of times I don't see it until I see it, and then I think, how did I miss it? Onions. This long line of onions here, and some of them have already died back, some of them are falling over. they will probably be gone in a couple weeks too. And so that'll try and decide if I'm going to use that space or if I will just mulch it over. Not quite sure what we'll do with that space, but that is harvest is coming soon. Tomatoes. We've got about 55 Roma tomatoes out here. Some look really great and some, yeah, not too great, but this should yield more than we need. And so as you can see, we got actual wheat coming up where we use the straw mulch. And this time of year, weeds, like I said before, weeds start taking over, and you just pull the big ones, try to keep seeds from happening, but some of it just ends up becoming mulch. This right here is my my radish crop, my first picking of radish, and so those will go through and kind of clean up that row as well. You'll see zucchinis kind of spaced out. I try to keep them spaced out. It helps with that squash bug that comes along. Keeps them from spreading their damage. Green bean here. I've talked about green beans on another video, and I've got maybe one more day of the first picking, and then they should begin their second cycle of flowering. And that little 34 foot of row there has yielded probably better than 10 gallons of beans. So really pretty impressive what it can do. Stepping over again, like I said, you will see quite a bit of zucchini, and zucchini gets shredded and it goes in everything. Zucchini also doesn't obey the rose law. They grow everywhere and wherever they want to. Peppers are producing. You can see these are all sweet peppers. I think there's one hot pepper mixed in, jalapeno. And then right over here we got a mixture of hot peppers, jalapenos, we got some banana peppers, there's some habaneros in there, there's some Anaheim chilies, a good mix of everything. A couple of stray tomatoes. I didn't think that they would do anything, and they look terrific. And as I'm doing this, everywhere I look, I keep seeing more zucchini that I missed. And so, wonderful thing about having some chickens is, if you miss something, they enjoy it. Another planting of radishes, trying to keep that success of planting going on, and they're just about ready for those young tender radishes. Carrots are coming in well. I tried to plant some okra every I don't know, every 20 inches or so inside the carrots, and carrots are swamping it out. I thought the okra would grow above it, but that is not the case. And the carrots, I weeded them while they're real young, and it looks like the carrots have kind of taken over, and there's not too many weeds in there. So hooray for me on that one. Another row of green beans here, and they're probably less than a week before we start picking those and jarring those up and sharing them. This row of green beans right here will probably just be seed. I might take maybe one or two pickings off of it just to have some fresh, but that will probably end up being my seed. I planted way more green beans than I actually need, just because I've had a hard time collecting seeds the last few years, and my seed crop was getting diminished, and that's no good. Um, you can see here we got some of these peppers in here. And they're growing. More okra, more okra. At the other end, I have some baby Bubba hybrids, and these are a crimson, spineless crimson, and so these I will use. I will save seeds off this. And then down here I got some kale, and then I've got weeds galore mixed in with some pretty little table flowers. That's it. That's the front veggie garden. It keeps us busy. It keeps us eating. That's for sure. So I hope you enjoyed this quick update. Um, it's what's growing in the garden right now. It's about to get real here, real quick. So we got some jars to clean and some food to put in jars, and so thanks for coming along. And that's where we're at here on July 30th. Bye now.